Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Manamon Part 15, and today we are just going to do some exploring. Maybe we'll advance the storyline a little bit. We're kind of in one of those situations where there's not really any indication on where to go. There are a lot of points in this game, and I've said this like 50 times already, but there are points where you're just like, okay, what do I do now? And that's a little concerning to me. But if I remember correctly from my previous playthrough, we need to stay in Breitenberg for a bit before we move into the next area. And I could be wrong, but that's okay. My party hasn't changed. I mean, we've all gained a few levels. There's still some balance issue, but it's not terrible. There will be a few points where I will have to grind, but right now we can do a lot of progression through the story itself. Okay, we're standing by the Manamon Hotel in Breitenberg West, so we're gonna go down here. Run into that door. Where's the thing? I don't know where the... Oh.
Breitenberg Central.
Okay. If I remember my
South.
playthrough right, we need to go down here. Have we gone in here?
YGC shop.
Oh yeah, we have. Okay.
Breitenberg
That's
South.
that place. Forgot we visited that place way long time ago. Okay.
House.
Is this that guy?
What else could you possibly want from me, stupid cop kid?
Oh yeah.
Item detector.
Nope, nothing here in the
Breitenberg South.
from the item detector that I see. So let's see. This music kind of reminds me of one of those like shows or like one of those montages. Do I go over here? Where the fuck am I supposed to? I don't know where I'm supposed to. Oh. Yeah.
Oh hey, the name's on short, not the, you know, the yuckies. I work with, but if you ever need some, I'm here for. Oh hey.
Can I get around
not,
him?
You
I don't know.
I work with what
Where am I supposed to? Where am I supposed to go? Wait, what's this?
Breitenberg Central.
Do I go over here? I don't know.
Edgekanite. Hey. The.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, I don't.
Breitenberg North.
Do I?
Hey,
Ah!
it's that girl from the pub, Sangora.
Here we go.
Hey, Sangora. I shouted. She didn't hear me, but she tripped and her face turned red as she exerted the energy to keep herself from falling.
Oops.
She continued tottering along, stumbling over the slightest fault in the pavement.
Whoops.
I ran up beside her. Hey, Sangora. I said. She turned and nearly tripped over a small rock.
Okay, how small of a rock? I mean, I've tripped over several rocks in my time, obviously, because, you know... sorry, I just need to... Getting a little breath noise from the pop filter here, and I can fix that. Anyway, I have fallen / tripped on several rocks in my day, but how small of a rock are we talking here?
Oh hi. She said. Sorry, what's your name again? I'm Mariah. I said. Oh yeah, from the pub. She said. Yeah, I agreed. I am. Where are you heading off to in such a hurry? I told you, life doesn't stop just because you've got a concussion, she said, her words interspersed with heavy breaths. Look, you really should get home, I said, worried. Let me help you back home. I reached for her arm, but she feebly pushed me away. No,
Honey, go
this can't
home,
wait,
please, Lord.
she said. I'd like to be alone now if that's fine with you. When she paused, she teetered on her legs alarmingly.
Wouldn't that be on her feet? She teetered on her feet, not her legs.
You're not at all well, I implored. Just go home, take a little nap, then you can do whatever needs doing. Mariah, I'm sorry, but that's not your decision, she said, not unkindly, but rather desperately. Look, just let me come with you then, I said pleadingly. I'm sorry, Mariah, but I'd rather be by myself.
Okay, well, I understand my characters need to help. And, like, okay, obviously there's a reason. I'm trying not to spoil, but, like, there is a reason. But seriously, like, two things. If someone says they need to be alone, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to indulge them. But also, like, if you know you need help, don't be afraid to ask. Yeah, I need to take my own advice, but yeah, no, for real.
Sangora, I shouted as she started to topple toward the ground. Her hands did not reach out to catch herself. She was completely dead to the world, and white as a ghost. I lunged to catch her before her head cracked into the unforgiving concrete. The jolt of my body coming into contact with her falling body nearly caused us to both collapse, but I just managed to keep us both from falling. Sangora, are you all right? I asked, panicked. Do I need to call the emergency services? She stretched. No, Mariah, I'm fine, she said.
So just randomly falling down is fine? Mm-hmm.
I'm just finding it a little difficult to get around, that's all. Like hell you are, I said, amazed. If I hadn't been here, who knows what would have happened if your head had smashed into the ground like that. It wouldn't have been pretty. Look, I'm taking you home. Either that, or I'll call the police. You're going to hurt yourself if you keep on like this. I'm fine, Mariah, the girl said, her voice cracking in a titanic effort to hold back tears. Come on, Sangora, where do you live? I coaxed gently. Fine. She relented. It's in the eastern section of Brittenburg. You'll come to a house. There's 2 trees on either side of it, and a fountain in the grass to the right of it. Come on then, let's go.
Okay, so before we go to this chick's house, there's a stop I want to make to check something. Somebody, I got told, hey, we can finally get in. Alright, so there's a church. Wait.
Tangerian Embassy.
Ah, yeah, okay. That's important, but we don't need to go. We don't need to go in there yet. I want to go find the church because
this is the house, right, Sangora?
okay, well, we'll go in here anyway. Oy, whatever.
There you
I
are,
didn't
Sangora.
Want to
a familiar
do this
woman
yet,
said, relieved. I was worried sick. You really should tell me before you go off on your own.
Thanks, game.
Mariah? She asked, surprised, only just seeing me framed in the doorway. I suddenly remembered who the woman was. Hey, Marcilla, I said to the woman who had given me my pocketcopter when I had first arrived in Brittenburg. I proceeded to tell Marcilla how I had run into Sangora. Oh, my poor dear, Marcilla said, swooping down to check Sangora's heartbeat. Get off me, she protested. Mariah is making it out to be much worse than it was.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Well, you have me and Mariah very scared. Hey, Sangora, I asked. She looked at me. Yeah? She asked. How did you come to be staying at Mercilla's place? I asked. Well, my mother died in a car accident when I was 16. She explained.
Okay, so I like this plot line. I like this story, but God, why is everything so depressing? Like, do the Pokemon games do this with like really sadly depressing plot lines? Like I'm not trying to be an ass, and like this, like overall, this is a really, it's sad. It's a sad little, I guess, not necessarily subplot within the plot of everything else, but like, damn. Okay, anyway, moving on.
That was about 6 years ago.
Okay, so you're 22, but my character keeps calling you a girl. Um, I would classify you as a woman, honestly. Like, there's got to be at some point in the age range where you stop being a girl and you start being a woman, just like, you know, a boy turns into a man. And I guess that's like figurative, because I mean, you're I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that.
Shortly thereafter, my father became a heavy alcoholic and began to show signs of physical aggression.
Feels.
He killed a man in a bar fight and was sentenced to 20 years imprisonment.
Wouldn't murder get you life?
He died at the age of 51 2 years ago. So I've been living with my grandmother since I was about 16. When I got this concussion, she had to help me out more often than she had to before.
Like,
well, unfortunately, a few months ago, her own health problems made it impossible for her to continue living by herself.
well, that sucks.
She was moved permanently to a home. So, that's where Mercilla comes in. Mercilla was visiting her grandmother, who stayed in the same retirement home as mine. I met her in the hallway, said hello, and then, had one of my fits.
So you say it's a concussion, but then you say it's one of your fits. Fits and concussions don't necessarily... Okay.
Like the one you saw a few minutes ago.
Actually, okay, I'm not a medical... I don't have a medical degree, nor am I licensed to give any sort of medical opinion, but does that happen when you have a concussion? I don't think so.
When I woke up, I was in the Brittenberg hospital, with Mercilla sitting in a rocking chair, nervously watching me sleep. When I had recovered somewhat, she offered to let me stay at her place while I finished recovering from my concussion. Wow, I said, shocked at the life this poor girl had been through.
She's a woman!
I was frightened by the idea which was starting to form in my mind that, perhaps, Sungora wasn't as well off as she would have me believe. It's my professional opinion that you need to sit down, Mercilla said gently. All right, she said, and we helped her to her room. There you go, just sit down on the bed, Mercilla said sweetly.
Ugh.
What I'm still worried about is what the hell was so important that you put your life in danger to that extent, I said, trying to get her to address this issue. How many times do I have to tell you? A slightly annoyed Sungoro replied. Life doesn't stop because you've got a small problem. I have to work to pay Ms. Mercilla for food, lodgings, and the large amount of time she spends helping me. Sungora, no, Sungora, Mercilla protested.
Wait, did that... I think that's a bug? Or like a typo?
You don't owe me a single piece of gold. But, Sungora said, but was interrupted. Look, I'm receiving a lot of money from the Brittenberg hospital to pay for all those things.
Okay, maybe that's not a bug, but I would word that in a way that makes, because like what's happening in this script sometimes is there are character names so that you know who's talking, but then there's not. So that looked like Sangora said no. It looks like bleh, it looked like she said no to herself before you knew that it was Marcilla or whatever her name is. So maybe have that worded differently. I mean, I don't mean to pick apart script. It's just things I hear, and I will try not to do it so much. But if I hear something like that, I'm gonna point it out.
Sangora seemed somewhat placated. Oh, she said softly. I didn't realize. I knew that Marcilla must be lying to Sangora.
While I agree with that, like, okay, that's obviously a lie. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me, so that's...
That's just not how things work in Kyre.
Well, okay.
Well, as far as I knew, that's not how things worked anywhere. I thought, though, Sangora would be much safer because of this fib. I did worry about Marcilla a bit.
I have my own worries on that, TBH.
She was obviously going far beyond the realm of decency to that of sainthood.
Okay. I'm gonna get on my tiny little soapbox. Just because you open your home to somebody who obviously needs the help doesn't make you a saint. You're not a saint, you're just a damn good person. And more often than not, people... I'm sorry, this is gonna be one of those videos. But like, seriously, people with disabilities get this all the time. Oh, you're such a saint for helping her out, or blah, blah, blah. No. Okay.
But would she be able to pay her own bills? I decided it probably was none of my business, and pushed it to the back of my mind. Listen, Sangora, I said. You should rest now. Marcilla will take very good care of you. I'll be back soon to check on you myself. Wait, she said. Before you go, please do me a favor. What is it, Sangora? Please have a Manamon bat. Manamon battle with me, please? She begged.
Okay. Cheat sheet.
I'll battle you when you're feeling better, okay? I told her. You're not well enough to battle me, please rest. Look, she said desperately. If you don't battle me, I'll just go back out again. Fine, if that's what it takes to keep you here, I said. Let's do it. Manamon Tamer Sangora has challenged you to a battle. Sangora sent out an Anguilish.
We've seen this.
Angelish.
Go, Clubble. Foe Anguilish used Holy Light. Foe Anguilish has dealt 15 damage to Clubble. Assault Tap. Stone Fiat. Thunder Hammer.
Let's see.
Clubble used Thunder Hammer. Clubble has dealt 128 damage to Foe Anguilish. Clubble's defense was decreased by 1 stage. Foe Anguilish has been defeated. Clubble gained 1104 experience points.
Ooh.
Clubble now. Manamon Tamer Sangora is about to summon Philly Moss. Do you want to substitute your Manamon? Yes.
That's plant-based, I think. I think.
Select cancel. Goodbye line. Houndorf. What
yeah.
go, Houndorf? Sangora sent out a Philly Moss. Select an action
Let's take a
for
look at
Houndorf.
this.
Faux Philly Moss.
Folimus.
Philly Moss is bipedal, a change from its prior form. Instead of its predecessor's fuzzy moss, this Manamon looks like it has a sleek coat of grass covering its body. Its claws are twice as long as they previously were. Its body style is pretty lanky. Its face has no fur at all on it, but instead is just a dark brown color. It will find a stick that it particularly likes and will carry it everywhere, always having it in a position that is ready to strike.
A stick. What?
Select
is this
flee,
thing? I need to look
attack.
at my Metapedia, see what Manamon this is, because I never
Choose
know.
Ice Cutter.
Let's
Ice.
try.
Houndorf used Ice Cutter. Houndorf has dealt 36 damage to Fofoli Moss.
What?
Fofoli Moss used Pummel. The attack missed.
Ooh.
So choose a move. Houndorf used Ice Cutter. Houndorf has dealt 39 damage to Fofoli Moss. Fofoli Moss used Leaf Leverage. Houndorf used Ice Cutter. Houndorf has dealt 51 damage to Fofoli Moss. Fofoli Moss has been defeated. Houndorf gained 994 experience points. Manamon Tamer Sungora is about to summon Kangard. Do you want to substitute your Manamon? Yes.
Kangard. What do I have for Kangard? Wait. I'm reading. Fuck.
No. Yeah. So cancel. Goodbye line. What do you go?
I'm
Goodbye
gonna
line.
assume this will work. Hashtag.
Sungora sent out a Kangard. Folk Angard used Spirit Sight. Folk Angard seems to be having a vision. Sludge Guard. Toxic Tail.
Right.
Goodbye line used
So?
Toxic Tail. Goodbye line has dealt 54 damage to Folk Angard. Folk
Well.
Angard used Spark Punch. Critical. Folk Angard has dealt 28 damage
Okay,
to
well,
Goodbye
it
line.
wasn't a one
Select
hit,
choose a
but
move. Toxic Tail.
it's
Goodbye
working,
line
I
used
guess.
Toxic Tail. Goodbye line has
Oh my God,
dealt
would you
48
die?
damage to Folk
Please?
Angard. Folk Angard used Rev Up.
Vroom.
Select choose a move. Takedown. Visism. Poison Dart. Goodbye line used Poison Dart. Goodbye line has dealt 30 damage to Folk Angard.
Yee.
Folk Angard has been defeated. Goodbye line.
Ooh.
Goodbye line. Goodbye. Manamon Tamer Sungora is about to summon Lantlayer. Do you? Yes.
Yes, I
Select
do.
Kangard. Vipesla. Wolfsire. Houndorf. Goodbye line. Cancel. Clubble. Go. Clubble. Sungora sent out a Lantlayer. Faux Lantlayer used Volcanic Storm.
Oh my God, stop it.
Faux Lantlayer
Rude.
has dealt 21 damage to Clubble. Select and Tunnel. Clubble tunneled underground.
Wow.
Clubble suffered 5 trap damage from Volcanic
Wow.
Storm. Faux Lantlayer used Beyond Bolt. The attack
Nope.
missed. Clubble used Tunnel.
Oh,
Clubble has
fuck.
dealt 114 damage
Well.
to Faux Lantlayer. Clubble has been scorched due to the ability Hot Blooded. Clubble suffered
Fuck.
12 damage
Fuck,
from its
fuck, fuck,
scorched
fuck,
body.
fuck.
Clubble suffered 5 trap damage from Volcanic Storm. Faux Lantlayer used Beyond Bolt.
I think he's gonna take Clubble down. Yep.
Has dealt 41
Okay.
damage to Clubble. Clubble has been
I
defeated.
kind of expected
Select
that.
them Kangard. Vipesla.
That's annoying,
Wolfsire.
but
Go.
that's
Wolfsire.
okay. I feel.
Charge Tackle. Fighting. Wolfsire used
Whatever.
Charge Tackle. The move does not affect
Oh,
Faux
fuck,
Lantlayer.
fuck, fuck,
Faux
fuckity fuck.
Lantlayer used
Oh!
Volcanic Storm.
Because, yeah, okay.
Faux Lantlayer has
Ow.
dealt 20 damage to Wolfsire. Wolfsire suffered 6 trap damage from Volcanic Storm. Tactical Desecrate.
Fine.
Wolfsire used Desecrate. Wolfsire has dealt 72 damage to Faux Lantlayer. Faux Lantlayer has been defeated. Wolfsire. Manamon Tamer Sungora is about to summon Serenet. Do you want to substitute your Manamon? Yes.
Excuse me, Skype. I did not. I thought I got rid of you.
No.
Okay, Sirenet.
Yes. Select Kangard. Clubble. Vipesla. What? Go. Vipesla. Sungora sent out a Serenet. Faux Serenet used Flood.
Oh, fuck.
Faux Serenet has dealt 41 damage
Alright,
to
let's talk about
Vipesla.
this.
Select an Faux Serenet.
Sirenet.
This scaly Manamon looks somewhat like a siren. Its body is rather mermaid-shaped, but it doesn't look much like a mermaid at all. It has a tail covered in black scales with maroon fins hanging from the bottom. Its body is small and almost frail-looking. Its torso and face are covered with the same black scales. It has tiny spikes of scales covering its head.
Okay.
In attack. Power Surge. Hypermagnet. Vipesla used Hypermagnet. Vipesla has dealt 57 damage to Foserenet. Foserenet used Flood.
No.
Foserenet has dealt 44 damage to Vipesla. Vipesla has 1 out of 86 input item. Status. Herb. 18. Mighty. Max UP. Mighty Herb. 14. Select.
Herb. Thank you.
Vipesla swallowed the Mighty Herb.
Oh, Vipesla about to die.
Health.
Ooh,
Foserenet used Sing.
Oh my.
Vipesla has fallen asleep.
God, you're so annoying.
In status. Full level. Mighty Herb. Antidote. Use. Vipesla. It won't have any effect.
Oh fuck. It's not. I
Move
want to
item.
do.
Cancel.
Not antidote,
Status.
Lord.
Scorch. Paralysis. Skilled. Strong. Healing. Curing. Revive. Total cure. Madam Bo. Max skill. Smelling salts. 8.
That's what I want to use.
Select the character.
Thank you.
Vipesla uses the smelling salts. Vipesla woke up. Foserenet used psychedelic spell. Foserenet has dealt 22 damage to Vipesla. Shoot. Powers. Iron Tackle. Sawtooth. Vipesla used Sawtooth. Vipesla has dealt 19 damage to Foserenet.
Fuck.
Foserenet used Berserk Call. Vipesla has become Berserk. Vipesla is out of control. Vipesla used Power Surge.
Oh, good.
Vipesla has dealt 45 damage to Foserenet.
Well,
Foserenet
that's
has
good.
been defeated. Vipesla. Manamon Tamer Sungora is about to summon Humblebang. Do you want to substitute your Manamon? Yes. No.
Does it's still no?
Sungora
No, I
sent
don't.
out a Humblebang.
I want one.
Foe Humblebang used Magic Wave. Foe Humblebang has dealt 30 damage to Vipesla. Vipesla is out of control.
Come on.
Vipesla used Hypermagnet. Vipesla has dealt 32 damage to Foe Humblebang. Foe Humblebang used Psychedelic Spell.
No, please don't kill me.
Foe Humblebang has dealt 63 damage to Vipesla.
Damn it.
Vipesla has been defeated. Select the Manamon to use. Clubble.
I'm cheating again. Not really. Yeah, that won't work. Fuck. Oh.
Kangar. Clubble. Vipesla. Wolfsire. Hound. Wolfsire. What do you want? Go. Wolfsire. Select an action
Right,
for
let's look at
Wolfs.
this thing.
Foe
Humbabang.
Humblebang resembles a lion with an eagle's head and wings. It retains its previous form's golden brown coloration and white feathers, but its wings have increased considerably in proportion to its body, and it has also grown a pair of sharp claws.
Okay, what level is this thing?
Second,
not
Humblebang
that.
is level 32.
Wow.
Select,
Yeah, okay.
flee, attack.
That
Choose a
kills me a lot.
desecrate, tackle, charge tackle, shadow claw. Wolfsire used shadow claw. Wolfsire has dealt 54 damage to Foe Humblebang. Foe Humblebang used amplified voice. Foe Humblebang has dealt
So this
20
thing is a
damage to Wolfsire.
tank, and I
Wolfsire
kind of
used
want
shadow
one.
claw.
So I might be backtracking for foe.
Wolfsire has dealt 51 damage to Foe Humblebang. Foe Humblebang has been defeated. Wolfsire gained 10.
Yay! Wolfsire leveled.
Wolfs. Manamon Tamer Sungora defeated. Thanks. I appreciate you battling with me.
No
Obtained
problem.
624 gold. Thanks, Mariah. She said in a sleepy voice. That really meant something to me. Yawn. Good night. I stepped out of Sungora's room to speak with Mercilla. How much do you know about her? She asked in a whisper. Not much. I said. Is it? Can it really be a concussion though that she's suffering from? Mercilla sighed, but said nothing. For a moment, I thought I would ask Mercilla what is really wrong with Sungora, but decided not to. Sungora would tell me if she wanted me to know. I spoke to Mercilla for some time, getting to know this seemingly saint of a woman.
She's not a saint. She's just a good person. Oh my god. I can't. I can't.
When the time came to leave, my eyes were once again focused on stadium key number 4. Mercilla's house.
Right.
Britain
Fuck off.
Burpees.
Alright, I need to go. How the fuck? Oh my balls, where's the church? What's happening here?
House.
Oh!
Hello, my name's Jerry, the Manamon breeder.
Hello, Jerry.
How can more info?
More info, please.
Well, like I said, I'm a Manamon breeder. I have a collection of tons of Manamon. For the small fee of 5,000 gold, I can breed one of your Manamon and give you a level 1 version of it in its earliest transformation.
Cute.
This can be useful for many reasons. The first is completing your Manapedia. There are just some creatures you can't go and find in their first form now,
Truth.
but I can help you there. Another good reason to use my services might be if you have a really rare Manamon like a Greco-Lavrog or Key-Doodle and want to have more. You could probably convince someone to trade with you for one and get something you don't already got. And that's about it. How can I help you? More info. Cancel.
Alright, so I'm not... We might end up doing this. I don't know. We will see.
See ya.
Bye, Jerry.
4,780 gold.
Let me be real. Alright. Who are you?
In order to transform Chlorodis into Sanctucell, you need to give it the haunted head when you level it up. This only works at level 30 onward.
Good to know.
My Manamon have been feeling very sick ever since I took them to train in the Dire Hills.
Is there anything in here?
Item detector.
There's Jerry.
Item detector.
Okay. Right, so let's go see about finding the church because there is a certain
Britain
something
East.
I hear that will be immensely helpful, and I want to get it. Let's go see if we can't find it.
Item detector.
Nothing in this little hidey hole over here. Unless you're gonna tell me that I can't get into the church until later, we're gonna fight. Like, we will actually have problems. Like, we will actually fight. Game.
Item detector.
There's that, okay. There's the Tangerine Embassy, which we'll talk about later. There's Sambora's house. Okay, seriously, if you're gonna tell me that we can't get into the church until, like, later, I'm going to have problems. Like, you can't tell me it's just gonna fucking appear. Like, that's kind of trash. Okay, there's the Manamon house. There's Jerry's house. Okay, game, we're actually gonna have problems. Don't tell me this. I'll give it one more loop around and see if I can't find something.
Item detector.
Maybe I'm just dumb. There's the embassy. Where the fuck is the damn church? Don't tell me we can't go to church. Look, church is important if you're into that.
Britain worship space.
I'm just a dumb. Alright, cool. So. this game we're about to fight. See if there's anything on these pews.
Several drawings of strange symbols can be
Nothing on that pew.
Item detector. This bench is the most uncomfortable. Mariah found an UP boost. Mariah's
Ooh.
oddly, this bench stands out because it is multicolored, whereas the other benches stick to just one solid color. This bench is white, black, brown. Does it hold spiritual significance to anyone? Item detector. The door is locked tight. You can't help but wonder what's behind it. Use the ancient crypt key to unlock the door? Yes.
Oh, let's go. What could it be? Ooh.
Ancient crypt.
Do we find Manamons in here?
Mariah found a life tonic. Mariah
Life
stored the life tonic
tonics.
in the item's pocket.
I like that.
Item detector. A feral level 22 Zinbat attacked you. Go, Kangard.
Cute.
Kangard makes a break
So you
for
can
it.
find
Kangard
Manamon in
escaped.
here. Cool.
Mariah found a treasure chest key. Mariah
Oh.
stored
Hashtag here for it.
item detector.
Is there anything else? Whoa, whoa,
A feral
whoa.
level 22 Zombone attacked you.
Zombone.
Whoa.
Zombone looks like a small chipmunk holding a trombone carved from a dinosaur-sized bone. Its bones stick out, making it look incredibly thin even when it has had more than its fill of food. It has large cheeks which seem to always be packed with something.
Oh, it's a...
Go,
I know what
Kangard.
this is. Okay.
Kangard makes a break for it.
Whoa.
Kangard escapes.
This is rad.
Item detector. Item detector. A feral
Maya's
go,
mouse.
Kangard. Flee. Kangard makes a break for it.
Let's see.
Kangard escaped.
I'm still doing some poking. I'm sure there are plenty of points in this script we haven't seen yet. Excuse
A
me?
feral level 21, Folkloritus has not yet used a move.
Chloritus.
Chloritus?
For all intents and purposes, Chloritus looks like an average tortoise, albeit white in color. Its shell is quite large and marked with glowing gold glyphs. Chloritus' neck is long and its golden eyes are set sleepily in its small head. Go, Kangard. Kangard makes a break
There
for
are
it.
some of these that
Kangard
I've
escaped.
never seen before. What? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
Inventory, status,
use an encounter
small
down.
items, flyer, 7,
Just
lightning,
to-
giganet, ultra, giganet, treasure chest key, 2, ultra,
Oh,
encounter,
good.
super encounter down, so, use,
Good, 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 good.
items.
Alright.
Item detector.
Because I know from hearing from peoples that there is a certain something that I'm going to want in here, and I'm gonna give a little bit of time to kill before I call it off. So
Item detector.
is it hiding, guys? Like,
Item detector.
where is it? Have I been down here?
Item detector. Item detector.
Is it in here, or is it just not? You're not gonna tell post. I mean, there are some pretty bomb, like, just finding all this stuff, like this life tonic and stuff is great, but
Item
the fuck
detector.
am I supposed to look for this? Where am I supposed to look for this ancient,
Item detector.
or like, oh, maybe right here?
Mariah found a dark shroud.
Whoa.
Mariah stored the dark shroud in the equipment pocket.
It's a useful thing.
Item detector.
Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me? What? What? What's going on? I don't know where I am. Can I not get it yet?
Item detector. This ice looks too dangerous. Brittenberg worship space.
Okay, maybe I can't. Alright. So, I mean, that stuff was great to find. Oh, oh, oh. And there's more stuff.
Mariah found a holy artifact.
Good.
Mariah found 2 Meganids.
What a
Item
haul.
detector. Super encounter.
Yes.
Item detector.
Alright, so I can't, I guess, get... Who are you?
Welcome. All persons of all faiths are allowed to worship the object of their devotion here at the Brittenberg worship space.
Okay.
Item detector. It is a vent. Cold air.
Yes.
Mariah found curing mist. Mariah. The bench appears to have been carefully and thoroughly cleaned by someone. Several drawings of
Yeah. Okay.
item detector.
Okay. So, before we do one more thing,
Brittenberg boost.
or I have one more thing I want to do. So, remember that fella? He was like, "I don't know what you want from me.
Brittenberg Central.
This is where this is. Blah blah blah." Okay, I have a treasure chest key, and and
Brittenberg
this is one
North.
of 2 things I want. I've got 2 of them, so I want to go see what else is down in that tunnel. Actually, before I do, let's
Mikamo City. Brittenberg.
go heal up,
Brittenberg. Mana Hotel.
and after we go
All
find treasure
Brittenberg
or
West.
the rest, we will call it a day. I think that'll be a good plan. All right.
Brittenberg Central.
Okay. Let's go have a looky loo.
Brittenberg North.
All right, so we go back up here, and do this. Is Thunder Prairie up here? Yes, it is. All right.
Thunder Prairie. Inventory. Items.
So there might be
Status.
Manamon I catch
Smelling
out here,
salts.
but right
Items.
now,
Daedalus. Flyer. 17. Lightning. Treasure chest. Giganet. Ultra encounter. Encounter. Super encounter. Use.
use.
Items. So.
All right, cool. So,
The tree is visibly in. There are weird shapes. It's an ordinary. It's an ordin. It's an ordin.
I remember where that one tree was. I should have marked it.
There are weird shapes. The tree is visibly in need. The tree is a. There is an unusual. Would you like? Yes.
Cool. So right away, we see this chest down here,
The chest. Use a No. Yes.
and
Mariah found 5 antique jewels.
Holy fuck.
Mariah stored the antique jewels in the item's pocket.
Jesus.
Pocket
Okay.
copter. Where would you like? Macama, Brittenburg West.
Antique jewels. Let's go see how much they sell for.
House.
Oh no. Okay, wait.
Brittenburg West.
Wait. Actually, no. No. That's not. I'm gonna. I can't get in the
Monaco
hotel. I am.
All
Gonna
Manamon
stop
have
right
been completely
here.
healed.
And with the haul of items we got, I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to sound sad there. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you like what you see, subscribe to 44K Let's Plays, ring the bell for notifications, so you know that when we post a new video or when we stream or when we do anything like that. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please do, or Facebook. We are 44K Let's Plays on social media, and we have a Discord too. And you should find that in the description of the channel. And I typically lurk on Discord. A couple other people lurk on Discord, so it's a fun place. We have an off-topic chat, we have a video chat, and like just for streams and whatnot. But great place, great time, great people. And so in the next part, we're going to be going to Stadium number 4. One more thing, if you have any comments to make to us and you don't want to come on Discord, you don't want to message us on Facebook, you can email us at 44kletsplays@gmail.com. And as always, if you would like to support the stream and show a little love, we would not object. Streamlabs.com/44K Let's Plays is how you can do that. We won't push it, but any donation is extremely appreciated. So, with that, I am out of here, and I will see you guys in the next part.
Save game. Game save.